Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to give everything away, all the information that I've had until now, all the knowledge that I have, everything I'm going to give away for free. So make sure to make the most of it and watch till the end. So the ultimate roadmap to make more than X amount of dollars in 2024. So how you can reach your desired goals in this year, 2024. And then what to expect from the video, how you can grow your business by creating systems. I'm going to show you how you can create systems. And then infrastructure where you can leverage your time on more leveraged activities. And then a trap for the prospects. Basically, it's like when a prospect is engaging with your content or for following you, then he's going to fall into a trap where he's going to fall into a trap of content, your content, through which he's going to know everything about you. Then who is this for? People who have high ticket offers, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, even more. And then who want to scale their business to $50K or $100K, means people who are actually serious about their business and want to scale in 2024. And then who want to work less and earn more, as who building automated systems, which I'm going to explain to you. And then people who are unable to book and close deals for their business. If you're outreaching to a lot of people in one day, you have like DMing like 5 or 6 hours, you're outreaching to people and yet struggling to book and close calls, then this video is for you. And then people who are willing to invest their time and money in the business, because if you can't invest in your business, then you can't expect any kind of returns from it. Then looking for high ROI on their investment. Then who this is not for, the people who are just beginners are taking their business as a side hustle, and then who want to do all the stuff by themselves and remain a slave forever. Now you can ask me that how can a business owner be a slave? Now a business owner is not slave to another person but to his own business. He's doing everything by himself, and he just doesn't want to build a system and earn through that system. He just wants to do everything by himself, and yeah, he's going to remain a slave, because that's what I call a owner's paradox. You're just stuck in a business that you started to achieve freedom and now it's taking away your own freedom. And then people who don't want to invest their time and money. So why are you unable to grow your business to multiple 6 figures? Creating content which is not based on your offer, and content with wrong messaging. Now, content is very crucial when it comes to social media, growing on social media or bringing sales through social media. So the message that you pass in your content is going to determine who are the people that are going to engage with that. Because if you don't provide the right message, or if you don't pass the right message in your content, then you're not going to attract your ideal customers. You're going to attract the wrong people. And then trying to go viral and preferring quantity over quality. Now, if I asked you that, would you prefer 1,000 people who are from different niches and who have no money, or just 10 people who can buy your services and are interested in what you're offering and from your niche? The answer is quite obvious, right? And then preferring quantity over quality. That means you're uploading 4 to 5 videos in a day and then suddenly being inconsistent for a week. That means you're just uploading 4 to 5 content in a day and then you're just disappearing for a week. And that's not consistency, and that's not how you grow on social media. You need to have valuable content, and you need to have that quality in your videos, and that's what's going to help you to grow on social media. And then doesn't have a system and a social funnel client acquisition pipeline in place. What you're doing is you're just directly reaching out to people and telling them, hey, I'm selling this, and do you want to buy or not? People are like, I don't even know you, man. Why would I buy from you? So yeah, no. So that's what you're doing, and that's what you shouldn't do. And you need to build a client acquisition pipeline through which you're going to convert a cold lead to a warm lead, which I'm going to explain to you how. And then you need to convert them, okay? And then not tracking your performance. You're not monitoring everything about which content is performing better than which one. And then you're not experimenting. You're stuck on your old marketing tactics. You're using your old tactics to market your old services, which is not obviously working. You're not experimenting with new things. And then creating content and expecting people to come and buy from you. Now, a short form content is simply not enough to someone to have trust or pay to you that you're the legit guy. So I'm going to show you how exactly you can build that trust through your content, and I'm going to show you everything for you. Okay. And then our infrastructure. So this is the infrastructure that we built for you. Okay. So building a new system for lead generation, lead nurturing, and lead conversion. So this is basically a process of bringing in new leads and converting them into warm leads and then book appointments. And this is done with your service, where you only have to record the videos and everything else will be taken care by us, everything. And then having a media buyer, content team, SMM, that means a social media manager, setter, and a closer. So you don't have to work. Our media buyer is going to take care of running ads for you. And then a content team is going to make sure that you're delivering the right message, you're creating the most valuable content. And then our social media manager is going to schedule all the stuff for you, and he's going to take care of all the monitoring stuff for you. Then our setter is going to take care of reaching out to people and explaining them about your service and booking calls with them. And then our closer is going to close those calls for you. So you can understand that you basically don't have to work at all. You just have to create that content. Like, you just have to record that video and everything else will be taken care of by us. And then making surveys based on what the market really wants, building new outbound and inbound systems. I'm going to show you or explain you everything about outbound and inbound systems. Then building systems for nurturing and action takers, VSL and WSL, video sales letter, and written sales letter. So a video sales letter is basically a long form video where you talk about the pain points of your prospect and where they want to reach and how you can help them reach their desired goals. And you show them some evidences to back your claims about what you have said. You show them some testimonials or client results, anything like that, which is going to show them that, yeah, you're the legit guy and you're the one who can help them. So that's basically going to act like a selling letter, a video selling letter. And then a written sales letter is basically a written form of the video sales letter that you have said in a basically either a short form or a document. Then the action takers. So basically what's going to happen is people are going to watch your content. All right. But how are they going to convert? How are they going to DM you, or how are they going to book calls with you? That's why you need to have something which is going to force them to take actions. Something like a FOMO, which is a fear of missing out, or urgency, scarcity, things like that. And then a landing page plus an exclusive community, then creating an evergreen content. So evergreen content is something which will never fade away. So basically what happens in social media is people try to create content based on the trend that is going on in the market, and which basically means that the video will not perform once that trend is gone. So you need to create that type of content which is going to last forever. Content and profile optimization. And if you're already aware of its importance and what it is, then that's good. And if you already have your profile optimized, that's great. And if you want me to tell you how exactly you should optimize your profile, then you can just wait, and I'm going to get to that topic in a minute. All right. So first I'll start with content. So content. Most of the content creators complicate this thing, not knowing what to create and how will that content sell their viewers. So most of the content creators try to think how that content is going to sell their viewers. So for example, I saw that a fitness coach making motivational videos and trying to sell his viewers. And so you might ask, what's wrong with that? So let me ask you, if you watch a motivational video and you're someone who's interested in fitness or going to the gym, and if you're watching a motivational video, then what are you going to do? Are you going to visit his profile and see what he's offering on anything like that, or you're going to the gym? It's quite obvious you're going to the gym, right? So you need to make sure that your content should align with the business goals and provide value to the audience beyond just motivation, because you can see 1,000 motivational videos in a day, but what makes your content more different and more valuable? That's how you should think when creating a content, right? So you can find success by addressing specific pain points, offering solutions, and clearly communicating the unique value that you provide. All right. Then the next thing is messaging. So as I already said, messaging is very important, and messaging is a very crucial part when it comes to creating content, because that's what shows what message you are passing in your content and whom you want to read your content. All right. So messaging is crucial in content creation because it serves as the bridge between your audience and your product or service. A clear and compelling message helps your audience understand the value you provide and why it matters to them, right? Right messaging evokes emotions, creates connection, and addresses specific pain points or desires of your audience. So your content needs to make sure that it's evoking emotions of your prospects and creating connections and addressing their specific pain points or desires. It highlights the benefits and solutions your product offers. This resonates with your audience on a personal level, making them more likely to engage and consider a purchase. So if your content is actually targeting your prospects' emotions, then they are more likely to buy from you because they have that trust in you that you are the only one who can help them to reach their desired goals. So you need to have that connection in your content. So by aligning your content with a strong message that speaks to your audience needs, you establish trust, credibility, and a genuine connection. This in turn can lead in increased brand loyalty, customer and retention, and ultimately more sales. So a gap. So a gap is obviously empty space. So number one thing is show people where their gaps are and what's preventing them from getting their desired results. And then show them how you can fill those gaps to get them to their desired results. All right. So there is a concept that I want to talk about. So a fitness coach. All right. So a fitness coach recognizes that many individuals may not be getting the desired results from their workouts due to common mistakes such as improper form, lack of variety, or inefficient training methods. And they emphasize how these mistakes can hinder progress and prevent individuals from achieving their biggest goal. You can provide solutions by offering practical tips, demonstration, and alternative approaches to address the identified gaps. This could include proper exercise techniques, diversified workout plans, and advice on overcoming plateaus. So as a fitness coach, if you're a fitness coach, you know that what your prospects are lacking in that's preventing them to reach their desired goals. It can be anything like an improper form or lack of variety or inefficient training methods. So what you do is you create content regarding topics such as you offering practical tips or demonstrations or alternative approaches to address these identified gaps. All right. So this can be anything like a proper exercise techniques, diversified workout plans, or anything like that. So that's how you actually create content through which you make sure that your content is reaching to the right people, which is also filling the gaps of your customers, right? And then a client's success stories can be shared to humanize the content and demonstrate that the coach understands the audience struggles, which you can see already here. Here is the example, client stories that there is a person who was like this, one of my client, and after doing all this, he turned into this, right? Then you should have a clear call to action that should encourage viewers to explore personalized coaching programs, join your fitness program, or access exclusive resources designed to help them overcome their specific challenges. So you need to have that clear call to action which encourages them to view more of your content or basically buy from you or book a call with you, right? So what type of content to create? You might be shocked when I saw that going viral won't get you a lot of sales or reach your ideal customers or clients. Because if you try to sell to everyone, you'll end up selling to no one. That's why it's important to know your target audience and their pain points that they can relate to. So your aim should not be reaching to more people, but to reach to the right people. Type of content you should create is something that breaks or builds new beliefs or handling objections or providing value. All right. So your content needs to target your specific audience and not to reach to a higher number of people, because if you're selling a high ticket offer, then not everyone can buy your services, or not everyone is in your niche, or not everyone is interested in what you're offering. So you need to have that clear message that these are the people that I want to reach to, and these are the types of content that you need to create, right? So breaking or building beliefs or handling objections or providing value. These are different types of content that you can create, and I would suggest that create all these types of content and not just stick to any one kind of content. So breaking beliefs. Before, everyone thought businesses could only succeed with one-off sales. People believe customers like making a single purchase, and that was it. So this is basically an example where before, people used to believe that in a business, if you want to succeed, you need to create that one-time purchase offer where people just buy from you once and they never come back to you. And you break that belief, and then you build a new belief that creating something where people come and buy from you over and over again, like every month, like a subscription or anything like that, that is what's actually going to bring you success, and that's what's going to bring you passive income. And that's how you create a new belief. You break a belief, and then you build a new belief. And that's something you can even do in your content. I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of knowledge about what people are thinking and what's wrong and what's right. So you can create content regarding that. And then handling objections. So what this basically means is that you might have had a lot of calls and you have had a lot of objections, people telling you that I thought this was this or this was that. So you can create a content regarding that because now you know that people are facing this problem and people are not getting that answer. So you can give that answer and provide value, right? And then providing real value. So many content creators hold back on sharing their knowledge and expertise, thinking that if they reveal too much, they end up having nothing to say. This fear often comes from worrying that giving away too many details might make their paid offerings seem less valuable. So what most of the content creators do is they think that if I provide a lot of value, then people might not buy from me because I've given most of my value for free. So why would people even buy from me? Because I would have nothing left, right? So have you ever wondered how Alex Hormozi makes more than 100 million a year? So if you're not familiar with Alex Hormozi, you can check him out. He's a great influencer. He has written a lot of books and he's a crazy guy. All right. So Alex Hormozi makes more than $100 million a year from his company. He has different businesses and he provides so much value. He almost gives all the information that he has for free, and yet people buy from him, and yet he makes more than $100 million a year. So what basically he does is, let's say that there are 6 doors and he's going to give you the key for 2 doors. So you end up in the 3rd door, and there is where he's going to ask you for money. Now, there were 2 problems that he solved for you, and now you know that this guy can solve your problem, and at the 3rd problem, you need to go forward, right? And that's where he's going to ask you money, because now you have that trust that, yeah, he can help me to reach that next door, and if I pay him, I'm sure to get that return, right? So that's the reason he provides so much values, and yet he ends up making more than $100 million a year from his business. So however, finding a middle ground by sharing useful insights can help build trust and establish the creators as an authority. It's about striking a balance between providing valuable content for free and offering premium content for those who are seeking more in-depth information. And the next thing comes with profile optimization. So I'm going to show you how exactly you should optimize your profile, what things you should include. And for those of you who don't know, profile optimization is basically how you present yourself in your social media platform, how good you can, how professional you can present yourself on your profile. All right. So your profile needs to be optimized. It gives more credibility of who you are. Once we get the traffic from the leads or organic content where you claim that you made this much money in these many months, or you helped someone make money, then the audience starts checking your profile, and that is where this profile optimization comes to place. And if they don't feel like your profile is not optimized, or if they don't feel like you are the legit guy, or you don't know what you're talking about, or if they don't feel like you're actually making that much money, then they're just going to leave your profile. So you need to have your profile optimized. So what you need to do is you need to have some social proofs that are going to work as an evidences for all these questions, and then you need to have them, social story highlights about your clients or your testimonials, results, lifestyles, case studies, because that's what people are going to check if they are on your profile to buy something from you, because they are not just going to see any of your content and just go to your website and directly book a call with you. They need more information. They need more evidence. And where are they going to find it? On your story highlights, on your profile. All right. So your profile must contain who you are, who you help, how much you have made through your business, and a clear profile photo of your head on all of your social media platforms. So this is basically an example of Vincedel Monte, whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is a perfect example of optimized profile. Now, if let's say that you're someone who's interested in fitness, or let's say that you're someone who's interested in buying something like this, then as soon as you come to his profile, you can have everything here. You can see how he looks, a very clear profile photo, his name very clearly given, and then what he does, whom he sells, and everything, all the testimonials, everything is here. So that's basically the best example I could give for optimized profile and how it can help you convert more of your clients. Right. So after this, I'm going to show you a whole funnels, how our funnel is works and everything, a whole system. So let me get into that. All right, guys. So this is basically where I'm going to explain you about my system in more detail. This is basically a process of attention to conversion. So basically, first you get attention by posting content. So people watch your content and you get that attention. And then you own that attention by making that person follow you or engage with your content. And then you educate that attention. You explain about your services and what you offer. You show them results and you basically educate them about your service. And then you either you reach out to them or they also reach out to you, and then you convert that attention to book call. So this is basically the funnel, which is quite a small funnel, but it's going to be in more depth in another funnel. But this is basically the small funnel. I'm going to explain to you how it works. So basically there are 3 parts in a funnel: top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. So top of the funnel is basically where lead is a cold lead, and bottom of the funnel is where the lead is converted to a warm lead. So for those of you who don't know, cold lead is someone who has no idea who you are. Maybe he knows your name, but nothing more than that. But a warm lead is someone who knows everything about you, what results you can provide to your clients, what you offer, and everything about you. So, and middle of the funnel basically just includes the nurturing part. So let me start with the top of the funnel. So we can bring traffic to your content through organic way, that is through just uploading videos, uploading content every day. And then there is profile visiting ads. But you see, you can create content and just upload and get attention. But if the reach when it comes to organic is very low, because you can only reach to a number of people through creating content on short form content and uploading it organically, right? So what you can do is you can even upload a lot of stories and tweets, which actually gives you more qualified and higher amount of reach. So you can upload a lot of stories and tweets, and then you can run this profile visiting ads. Now you might ask, why not other type of ads? Like there are other ads like DM ads or any other ad, right? So you see, you need to understand that you're a stranger and you're just knocking someone's door and telling that if you're telling them that, hey, I'm selling this and just come and DM me so that I can book a call with you, then they're going to be like, no man, I'm not interested, right? So you only need to tell them that, hey, this is my content and just visit my profile. That's all you're going to tell them, right? So you can run this profile visiting ads through which they just come to your content, and once they visit your profile, they are going to fall into a nurturing system where they are going to view a lot of your content. Because look, nurturing system is basically where they become aware of you. They watch a lot of your content, your stories, your highlights, and whatever you're posting, they're going to watch it. And they're going to watch your long form content as well. But I'm going to explain to you the reason why you should create long form content. But yeah, so they're going to even watch your long form content, your Instagram contents, everything. And then you're going to have a lot of claims there, because you're going to tell how I help my client do this from here to here in this month of time, or how I made this much to this much in X amount of time. So that's basically where you're going to have a lot of claims. But how are you going to back up those claims? Because you can just tell that I've done this, but how are you going to back up that? You're going to show them evidences, because look, they are not a fool, right? And if they are watching something and if they are feeling like they want to buy, they are not just going to directly buy from it. So they're going to find for those evidences, and that is going to be in your highlight section. You're going to give your highlights, your case studies, your client results. You're going to provide all of that over there. So people just get to your highlight section, they're going to see all of your case studies, and that's going to put more of the urgency in them. If I don't reach out to this guy, then I might actually lose a big opportunity, right? So you need to provide those evidences so that they feel like you are the right guy. So you need to give that evidences. And then from here, actually, there are two ways, inbound and outbound. Let me explain you what inbound and outbound is. So inbound is a place where the prospect reaches out to you, and outbound is where you reach out to the prospect. All right. So I'm going to start with inbound. So let's say that a person has followed you and he has watched a lot of your content, and now he's completely aware of you. He's a warm lead. All right. So he's a warm lead, and now he's completely aware of you. So what we are going to do is you're going to run retargeting DM ads. In all the retargeting DM ads, you're going to have a lead magnet. You can have it in all of them, or you can either leave it in a few of them, but you need to have lead magnets. Now, for those of you who don't know, lead magnet is a piece of information or an item that you don't usually give away for free, but you're giving it away for free just so you can get their personal information, like their name, email, their Instagram handle, and other personal information like that. So you need to get their personal information, and that's why you're going to run these retargeting DM ads. So what you're going to tell is, let's say, for example, lead magnets can be anything like a webinar or an ebook or a free guide, a checklist, cheat sheets, anything. All right. So as long as it's something that your prospects want and they are ready to give their personal information for, it's a lead magnet. All right. So you're going to have this high quality lead magnet. What you're going to tell in your ads is, hey, I am posting this banger free guide for free. So all you want to do is just DM me by clicking the button below, and just write me that a free guide or anything like that. So what people are going to do, they are just going to opt into your message section, and they are just going to write whatever keyword you told them, right? So basically what's going to happen is a setter is going to sit on your profile. So a setter is someone who's going to do two works: one, reaching out to prospects, and second, answering your DMs. So a setter is going to basically sit in this position, and your prospect is going to reach out to your setter and ask for the lead magnet. So what your setter is going to do is he's going to engage in conversation. But is this engaging in conversation is actually a pretty detailed topic, but I'm going to explain that in a different funnel. So he's going to engage with them in conversation, and he's going to clarify if he's going to be the right fit for a call right now or not. If he is a right fit for the call, he's going to book a call with him. And if he's not, he's going to send him to an exclusive community. Now, an exclusive community can be anything like a Discord or a Facebook group, basically a place where you're giving a lot of free value, where people just want to join that because people know that you're giving a lot of free valuable information, and people know that you have exclusive community where you're giving more valuable information, and people want to join there. All right. So he's going to either send him to the exclusive community if he's not a good fit, and if he is a good fit, then he's going to book a call with him. So that was the inbound structure. So outbound structure is basically where you reach out to the prospect. So what our appointment setter is going to do is he's going to reach out to all the people who are engaging with your content, people who are liking your post or following you or commenting to your post, anything like that. So our appointment setter is going to reach out to all these people. He's going to to engage with them in a conversation like, hey man, I appreciate the likes. So what do you do for a living or where you're from? So he's going to engage in conversation. He's going to qualify them. And if he's a good fit, he's going to book a call with him. And if he's not, he's going to send him to the exclusive community. Now, this was basically how the nurturing system or how the whole funnel is going to work. But there is another thing that you need to do if you are actually thinking of growing your social media. Because look, if you are thinking of scaling your business, if you are thinking of making millions of dollars, you need to have that powerful presence in not just one social media platform, but different social media platforms. Now you can just create and upload and distribute content on different social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Okay, so you can just create content and upload over there, but X is not a place where you can do that because their videos don't work a lot on X. Let me tell you, if you're not aware of that, videos don't work on X. So you need to use different strategies in order to grow your X, because look, most of the big people or the people who have a lot of money, they are more active on X rather than being more active on Instagram. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't need to have your Instagram set up or you don't need to focus at all on Instagram. You need to have that set up as well, because you need to use this X as a bait to send them to your Instagram profile. All right, because that is where your setter is and that is where you can book calls with them. So you need to first grow your X profile, and for that you need to use certain strategies where you provide either lead magnets or client results or wisdom. So lead magnets, like I explained what a lead magnet is, and you can even show them client results, like how Jake made a 50,000 in 1 month through this strategy. And I can explain to you how this is if you DM me this word. So you can say that, or you can just provide value that you usually do, but not in a video form, but in a written form. So let me show you why lead magnets is so important when it comes to providing value and growing on X. So this is Andrew. So he had around 2,300 followers. So what he did is he gave away his cold email script for free for every single person who's going to retweet his post and comment cold. All right. So this cold email script is actually very important to people because Andrew generated around $500,000 in 12 months through this email script, cold email script. So he's going to give it away for free if the person is going to retweet his tweet, or he's going to comment cold in his tweet. So he had around 2,300 followers and he got around 35,000 impressions through this tweet, and all because of the lead magnet that he provided. Okay. And now is another example, that is Max. So what he did is he had around 5,000 followers. So he gave away his copywriting SOP for free for every person who's going to like and retweet his post, and is going to DM to that person. I'm going to give his copywriting SOP. And he had around 5,000 followers and he got around 41,000 impressions. So in both the examples, you can see that just a lead magnet helped them to reach to a lot of people, because they use the strategy that if a person is going to retweet, the person who's going to be connected with other people, all these other people are going to watch because he has retweeted, right? So it's like a connection, and a lot of people are going to watch this lead magnet because he's using it as a bait, right? So that people retweet his post and he can reach to a lot of people. And then you even need to have a setter in your Twitter account or your X account, because people are going to come for the lead magnet that you're providing, and even there you can engage with them in conversation and book calls with them. But look, but our main goal through X is to redirect them to our Instagram. Now the reason for that is all you can do in X is use your words, your letters, and they can only give so much value, right? They can only provide so much trust, right? So you need to somehow bring them to your Instagram profile, and that is through having a clear call to action and having your profile optimized. So once they get to your Instagram profile, your Instagram should be perfectly optimized. So how you can do that is having these 4 things in your profile kit, that is breaking and creating new beliefs, lifestyle, objection handling, and providing value. All right. And then your highlights should be completely filled with case studies, testimonials, client results, and VSL. Now you don't need to call it as a VSL, because if you call it as a VSL, people are going to, as soon as they see the word VSL, they are going to understand that, oh, it's going to sell me something. And that is the reason you need to call it as a free training. So people think that, oh, there is a few value over here as well. So they're going to come for that, and you can even explain about your services over there. So this is also basically as a VSL, because I am explaining about my service as well, right? So this is also a VSL. So let me show you how you should educate your attention, because just getting attention and owning that attention is not enough. You need to educate that attention, and then you need to convert that attention. So how do you educate the attention? By using these 3 ways. I would recommend that use all these ways, because even if you leave one of the way, there is a less chance of that person being converted. So use all the 3 ways of long form content, short form content, and results and case studies. So in long form content, you need to have first 2 videos as one of your story, you telling where you were, how you were, and how you reached. And that's basically because people, whenever they see you, they want to know more about you, right? And the way they can know more about you is by watching about your story, how you were and how you reached, and how they can do it too. So having a VSL, I think I explained what a VSL is. You talking about the pain points, and you talking about your prospects' desired goals and how they can reach there, and how you can help them to reach there, and you showing some evidences, client results, and testimonials, things like that. So that's a VSL, and giving more value. All right. So after you create these 2 videos, you need to provide value of the value of the value of the value. You need to provide so much value that the person ends up booking a call with you, because if he feels like, oh man, this guy has given me so much, then he's going to book a call with you, right? So then having short form content, and short form content is just creating short form content and providing value through that, and having your profile grid optimized, that I explained to you how. And then having results and case studies in your highlight section and even in some of your videos, and then having backup evidences. So that is basically how you educate your attention about what you provide, how you provide, and how you can help them to reach where they want to reach. And then we get into another topic, which is booking appointments. So what I talked about outbound and inbound, this is basically the more detailed funnel about that. So how do we do that? So having inbound and outbound system. Inbound means where the prospect reaches out to you, and outbound where you reach out to them. So in outbound, the appointment setter is going to reach out to all the people who are engaging with your content, following, liking, or commenting. So it's going to go through a set of framework. Now, having the right framework is very important, because if you directly go and tell them that, hey man, how you're doing, and just buy from me, then they're not going to buy from you. They're just going to say that, hey man, I'm not interested, right? So you need to talk to them, you need to get into conversations with them, and you need to show them where their current stage is and why it is so important for them to reach their goals, and how you can help them to reach their goals. So you need to have that right framework. And then qualifying the prospect, asking questions like, what is he doing, where does he want to reach, what is his 5 to 6 months goal, and what's stopping him to reaching there. And then you position yourself in a place where he can feel like, yeah, this guy is the one who can help me to reach where I want to reach, right? So then qualifying the prospect, and then if the prospect is a good fit, then the setter is going to book a call with him, and if he is not, he's going to redirect him to YouTube or end the conversation. And then is the another topic of inbound. So inbound, like I said, where the prospect is going to reach out to you. So we are going to run the retargeting DM ads, where you need to have that high quality lead magnet. So you need to run retargeting DM ads and have a high quality lead magnet. As I explained what a lead magnet is, you need to have that high quality lead magnet, and you need to run these retargeting DM ads, because they are already warmed up. They just need a step through which they can take action. So you can just say that, I just dropped a banger free guide. If you want it, just DM me and I'll send it over to you. So they are going to opt in for the free guide, and the setter is going to ask him qualifying questions, and if he's qualified, he's going to book a call with him. But before that, he's going to ask him for his personal information. What is his name, what is his phone number, and what is his email. Now, see, email is actually very important, because once you get their email, you can send them your email sequences, and then you can basically be everywhere, right? You're even on their email, you're even on their X, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Everywhere they go, they are going to watch you, which is going to increase the chances of them converting, right? So you need to have all these informations, and then the setter is going to send him to a landing page where they're going to reach and they are going to get into the exclusive community. And even to get into the exclusive community, they need to answer these questions. And only after answering these questions, we are going to allow them to the exclusive community, which is going to be a Discord or a Facebook group, where they are going to get a lot of valuable information, a lot of valuable assets, and later they will be converted. Because look, if you're getting a lot of free value from someone, you can't just keep taking it your whole life, right? Someday or the other, you feel like, and I need more, and you're just going to text him or book a call with it. So that's the way you can get these inbound leads and book a call with them. And then here is where most of the people go wrong. You can see this is the gap that you have here. This is you and this is your customer. And there is such a big gap. And this is the roadmap that your prospect goes through. And these are the places where you can go wrong. And these are the places you can lose that client. So what happens is a prospect is going to watch your content. And if he finds your content valuable, then he's going to watch more of your content. And if he doesn't find your content valuable, he's going to skip right over there. So you lost a client right over there just because your content wasn't valuable. So you need to create valuable content. And once he finds your content valuable, he's going to watch more of your content. And if you don't have a content team over here, that means you have no strategies. You have scheduled nothing. You only upload for the sake of uploading. You just upload one day and then just disappear for a week or something. So you don't have any strategies. You don't have anything scheduled. You're not experimenting. You're not doing anything which is going to keep that client on your profile and then take him to the next stage of the funnel, right? So they're just going to skip your profile if they don't find anything useful over there. And if they do find it useful, then that means you have a good nurturing system, and they're going to start researching more on you. They're going to watch your story highlights, testimonials, client results, everything that you have given. They're going to find out that you have something to offer, and then all the claims that you have made, that how I helped this man make this much in these many months. So they are going to find evidences to know if you're the right guy, if you're the legit guy who has actually given these things. So they are going to find those evidences, and if they do find it, then it's a different story. And if they don't, that means that you have like bot followers. You don't have any engagement in your posts. You have like 10 or 20 views in all of your videos, and you have 20k followers. That means they will understand. It's common sense that you're going to know that you have bot followers and you have posted everything on the same date. If they see that as well, they are going to feel like you're a scammer. And then they're going to just skip. But if they find all the evidences, then you can use them as a bait to attract them to your DM, or you can attract them to your setter to message them first. So once your setter reaches them or they DM you, if you don't have a proper framework there either, then there is a very less chance of them converting. Like I said, framework is very important when it comes to converting a client and having a good conversation with that client. So after that, you have a trained setter in place and you have a trained closer to book the call and close that call, and then you have that client. So you can see that the whole system is built so that your prospect is going to view you everywhere. Everywhere where he goes, there is a high chance of him booking a call with you or converting as a client. So you can take months of time, because it took me months of time to understand how this whole system works and how everything works. So you can take months of time. You can find the right people. You can find a closer. You can find a setter. You can find a social media manager who can do all these things perfectly for you. You can take 6, 7 or 8 months of time to do everything yourself. It's not really a problem for me, you see. But if you want me to do all this for you, if you want me and my team to do all this for you, then we are always here. In the link in the description, you can book a call with me and we can have a 20 minutes chat to find out if we will be a good fit to partner up or not. See you there.